أهلاً بكم، أنا كارول. Welcome to ArabicPod101.com's Abjadiyya Made Easy, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn the Arabic alphabet, the Abjadiyya. In the previous lesson, we introduced 3 letters that look alike, except for some minor differences. Some were totally different. 2 of them were the first 2 letters of the 8 sounds that don't have English counterparts. Do you remember how to write them? Make sure that you feel confident about the characters from past lessons before you move on. In this lesson, we'll continue by learning 2 more letters that look alike. After that, we'll learn a few more words to add to your notebook. Ready? Let's go! Our first letter is Dal. It's just like the English D. Very easy to pronounce and easy to write as well. Here's the isolated form. Dal. It's a single stroke. You start from the top and then form a right angle. And that's it. Done. Just like the alif we learned, the initial form of this letter is just like its isolated form, and the medial form is like the final form. Now we'll write it. Dal. The second letter we learn in this lesson looks like the previous letter, Dal. It's the Dal. Note how it does not dip beneath the line. We'll learn 2 letters in the next lesson that dip beneath the line. That's why you should make sure you differentiate between them. This letter is like the TH sound in the word this. Do you remember that we learned another letter corresponding to the English TH sound? It was Tha, and it's pronounced as a silent TH, as in thief. This letter's pronunciation is a voiced sound, the, as in this or that. It's pronounced with the tongue between the upper and the lower teeth. It's quite easy to pronounce. Here's how to write the isolated version. Dhal. Now let's see how it looks like in its other forms. As you can see, it's just like its lookalike, Dal. The initial form is the same as the isolated, and the medial form is the same as the final. If you know how to write Dal, then you just need to add a dot to write Dhal. Handwriting time. Dhal. We'll continue learning more letters next time, but for now, let's practice using these letters in some new words. First up is the word Jad. It means grandfather. That's the Jim we learned in the previous lesson in initial form, connected to the Dal we learned in this lesson in its final form. Okay, now try writing it. Jad. Let's start with the Jim. Then connect it to the Dal. Great job! Let's try another word. Ida means if. We learned the alif in the first lesson and the Dal in this lesson. Here you can see that little mark from lesson 1 is now at the bottom of alif and has changed the sound to an E. Don't worry too much about it for now. Now let's try writing it by hand. Ida. Now it's time for Carol's tips. Handwriting is kind of like a signature in every language, and no 2 people's handwriting is the same. It's better to learn the basics and the standard form of the alphabet and get used to it first, then develop your own style. Good luck! That's it for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll meet our next 2 letters, which look a lot like the letters from this lesson. Salam!